I believe that it was already messed up. You know,
I ain't messing up. Why you saying
not
like
you,
that towards me?
not you. I was just saying. Let me clear that up. But
That mess up strong towards me.
some women, they got etiquette. When they get around, you bring a woman around your partner, and she know how to move. She know, like, I'm not finna be all up in his face. Like, that's his friend. But some women don't. And me personally, I don't play that shit. You do that with me, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I mean, I ain't think too much of it. She cool though.
Right.
I probably still text her or something, but
got some lingering feelings.
But yeah, I don't.
So what he's saying was she was too friendly with the homies. So at first, where he could have potentially took her serious, now he just like, I'ma just put her in the sex only category because I see how she moving. She ain't wife material. That's basically what he's saying.
But
you don't know.
She cool though.
Okay. Marissa.
Hello.
So some of the comments, I even watched a recap video. They said your energy is so flirty, and it's like you use what you have to get what you want.
Oh, that is crazy.
Oh,
That's crazy. I was about to say, is it true?
No, I mean, I think that a lot of people feel like I come off flirty, but I just have high vibrations. That's what I call it. I just feel like when you full of life,
yeah, see, I don't play
wake
that.
up every
I don't do
day,
that.
like,
I don't do high vibrations. Hell
I
no.
do. I have high vibrations mean like you wake up on a positive note every day, and I just feel like striving to be happy every single day. Like I can't get mad if people wake up angry.
Yes.
And then you got like a certain energy, like that's not flirting. I just know how to talk. I'm a manifester, so I know how to get what I want. You know what I mean? Like,
you can have high vibrations and not be a flirtatious person. The two don't correlate. Like that's not a, if I'm high vibrational, that means I'm flirty, or that means I have to talk to a lot of people.
That's a straight
up.
So something else. Why is it? Do you think that it's an insecurity of a man if he wants you to not be so revealing with your attire?
I do not think that that's an insecurity. I completely understand when a man wants you to be completely covered up. Because somebody told me back then, you can wear a turtleneck from all the way up here, all the way to the floor, and still get that type of attention that you want. So it's not about that. I think that for me, I'm in love with myself, and I'm sorry if I'm too confident about that, but I just love to put it on. And I love for my man to put it on. Like, we gotta, we look good. I want you to feel good eternally. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Okay. It's a big world out here, we could take over the world, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm coming. Like, but I definitely feel like I know how to do both.
Okay.
I know how to do both.
I got a question for you.
Please ask.
If you wearing something and your man like, y'all finna go on a date and he like, that dress a little too short, that's a little too much skin. I'm gonna need you to go change.
I'm gonna go change because it's whatever he say.
Okay.
I love it. One thing about it, I have my own opinion. I'm very confident, but I love to be dominated. I'm sorry. Like I'm a very submissive woman. And if my man said take it off, I'm taking it off. If he say put it on, I'm putting it on. So yes, it's whatever he says. I follow the rules.
I got a question too.
I like to follow the rules,
Go ahead, Marcus.
I had a question.
Yeah.
So let's say, the girls want you to go out. They invited you out to a concert or to the club, whatever. And your man just like, I don't want you to go. Are you going to still go, or are you going to just stay?
It just depends on how the sex was. Like,
Depends on the sex.
Because I feel like
it doesn't depend. It doesn't depend.
I imagine if I'm going out with my girls, he gonna want to have sex. I mean, most men do. When you're in a relationship, they, I don't know. It's a thing. Maybe I can't speak for everybody, but I feel like some men.
So she's saying if you want to give her an opinion on whether you feel comfortable with her going out or not, it depends on the sex. We have sex all the time. It ain't got nothing to do with the sex. It really just come down to respect. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like the man as well should have a reasonable, like a actual reason why you don't want your woman to go to this specific event. You know what I'm saying? If your woman respects you and, you know, she's somebody who ain't always going out, she not in the streets, and she just want to go have a good time, and y'all have like a certain understanding that, you know, she responsible. She not finna go get sloppy drunk. You don't mistrust her to do some, you know, some creep shit while she gone. Cool. But if you got a woman where y'all having them type of issues and you like, nah, I don't really think you should be doing that because you putting yourself in a predicament and you not that responsible, then that's something y'all should discuss and talk about. So I don't think it's completely one way or the other. I think it varies depending on the individual relationships. You know what I'm saying? The characteristics of the man and the woman between each individual relationship. Some relationships, your woman damn sure don't need to be going out. Some relationships, they got good women that usually stay home. She want to go out and have a good time. He know his wife or his girl is respectable. Go ahead and have some fun this time. You know, enjoy life as well. You work hard here at the house or you work hard wherever you do in life. Go have some fun. So I think it just depends on the relationship. You know what I'm saying? But that's something y'all got to talk about.
They gonna want to have sex with that girl before they go out, because, you know, when we go out, we go out. But if my man say, it just depends on how in love I am with you. Like, you gotta, you know what I mean?
All I did was say, if your man asks you not to go out, are you gonna A, say yes, I'm still going, or no, baby, I'm not going because you don't want to?
I'm sorry.
You just said though, whatever my man say, I'm gonna do.
I can't answer because it depends on how I feel at the moment.
She answered.
So it depends on the sex, right?
No,
so if the sex good, you gonna stay?
Yes.
If it's trash that night, you just gonna be like, I'm out of there.
I'm not saying
last week, and you telling me you ain't gonna sit in the house?
Maybe that came off wrong. But
I'm just saying.
I feel like it just depends on my mood. I feel like if I've been working all week, like I work 16 hours in a day. So if I feel like I need to get out so I can like breathe and go have a drink with my girls, and I need you to understand. I just feel like my man wouldn't tell me like no, because he like we already like this, you know what I'm saying? We already won.
So you think that your man wants you around random men while he sits at home? Your man is going to work, paying the bills, the rent, the electric, the water, and when he asks you not to go somewhere, you say no, I'm still going because I feel like it.
And that's where your mind is.
I just asked you a question.
I know you did.
In that dynamic, that would be wild. If I'm taking care of everything and I'm like, look, this don't make me comfortable. Now, again, I have to have a legitimate reason. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be on some just straight controlling shit. If it's like a legitimate reason as a man that makes you feel uncomfortable, or you express that to your woman and it's legit, then she should 100% respect what you got going on, especially if you, like he said in this example, you providing, you paying for everything, you got her put up in the house, comfortable, you working hard, spending your resources on her, then yeah, you got to have that respect for sure. But it got to be a legitimate reason as well.
I just asked you.
That's where your mind is. See, the issue is with you. You literally
No,
because I feel like
this is a men thing.
This
Men
is a man
don't
thing?
want their women
I don't feel
around
like-
multiple men that they don't know drinking.
I'm going out with
and
my
just
girls.
Well,
Oh,
go.
Lord.
You would just be single
Well,
and pay your own rent,
I
and
just
pay your own electric, and pay your own water,
Jesus.
and you can pay for everything else you got going on.
That's not an issue.
But just go.
It's not an
It
issue at all.
Yeah, I could tell this shit hit a spot for bruh. This shit hit a spot for bruh. I could see he don't went through some shit with probably some unruly ass woman. Cause I could tell this shit is personal. Like this bruh passionate. And he ain't saying nothing wrong for the most part. To be real, the man ain't saying nothing wrong, but I could tell he definitely passionate.
He is. Miss, I worked 16 hours and now I need a mental break.
Proudly.
You
Very
could definitely
proud.
sit at the house and just follow directions. You wouldn't have to deal with that.
I look that
See, you too possessive.
Oh Lord.
That's it.
Yes.
No, he said
Yes.
he said he was possessive though, remember?
He is.
Yes.
You are. You
I
are
definitely
possessive.
am.
And you want your woman to sit at home. And
My
not
woman
talk
doesn't
to
have
nobody,
to sit at
and
home.
You want the turtleneck.
She doesn't
you
have
want her
to
be
sit at home.
quiet,
Okay.
And you want her to not.
Yeah, you ain't got to sit at home. We can go out together. We can go on vacations, dates, trips, all that. So just because a man say he don't want you going out you know, and getting drunk around other men, whether it's a club, concert, party, or maybe you don't have good friends. Maybe your friends is hoes. That's something we damn sure don't want you around. If you got hoe friends, birds of a feather flock together, and even if you decent or you're a decent woman, a lot of times that could put you in fucked up predicaments that you wouldn't have been in had you not even been around them or been in that environment.
Sit under a rock.
Well,
That's
can I
what you
ask you a
give.
question?
I'm gonna let her
Woman or
talk.
wife?
I'm gonna let her talk.
Well, I was gonna ask you a question.
I was gonna let her talk.
Okay, go ahead.
Because she was still
insane.
going, so I was gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
I just think that we two different people.
Yeah.
You like what you like, I like what I like. But to conclude your question, my man's not gonna say no to me.
Okay. Do you have one now?
I sure don't.
Oh
Okay.
Lord, Jesus.
Point proven.
My God.
What's your
today.
question, D?
I had kind of forgot. Let me elaborate.
Okay, I'm gonna
Hold
keep going. It's crazy.
So, how was your last relationship? Like, why did you break up?
Hold on, let me get to him. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So Marissa,
Yeah.
still on you.
Yes.
Okay. Something else that happened behind the scenes. Everybody good. Everybody good.
Yeah.
Something else that happened behind the scenes was that, said that you and Lance got a little flirty with each other, like you hugged him at the end.
Which one?
Don't lean back.
Put me in
Liz.
it.
Which
Mr.
one? Liz.
Oh,
No, I gave him a
Mr.
hug.
Quiet.
Yeah, what's up with that? Was it anything progressed from
I
that?
don't know. I just thought he was handsome. I just wanted to give him a hug.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Lance, how you
Praise
doing?
God.
Yeah, I'm trying to be quiet. Ain't none of
Now
my
you need to
business.
start talking
I
now.
wasn't even on that show. I just
You
showed up
gotta
on the
start
wrong day.
talking now. You've been quiet. Now it's time to talk.
Okay.
All right, so Lance, you were pretty intentional, like during the intake call when you was getting vetted, saying the things that you wanted in a woman, and the reason why you wanted to try the pop the balloon experience, to seek that potential partner out there, right? So you handsome, you handsome.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But do you
I try to
think
stay humble though.
you try to? Okay, but are you like misleading, right? Women with your looks, words, and charm.
I feel like if a woman like my looks, they really gonna like my personality.
Do you think you're intentionally dating for sure?
I do need to get some counseling on being in a monogamous relationship for sure. I will be honest. I think I am intentional and I'm pretty open, but at this point in my life, I am kind of having fun. I ain't gonna lie. I've been single for like 8 months now, so I'm not really trying to rush into a relationship. But if I meet the right woman, yeah, it's gonna be like that.
But that's a little different than what you had said.
I am looking for my wife. I mean, I ain't gonna never not say I'm looking for my wife. Because if I see her, I'm gonna move on it for sure.
All right. So what happened when you dated someone friend that did the show? You dated her friend. You tried to date her too.
No. Okay.
What happened?
All right. Dang. Okay. So she caught me at the wrong time, I will say. So I was in a club. I was probably about like 6 drinks in. I was a little drunk. So the DJ was like, "Oh, this girl want to talk to you." I'm like, "Okay." So then a girl came up to me and was like, "Oh, my friend want to talk to you." And I'm so drunk, so I'm like, "Okay, this girl don't want to talk to me." But long story short, I was like, "What's up with you?" Because you came up to me. So and it was her friend. So she was like, "No, I can't talk to you or whatever." And then she was with 3 girls. She was with 2 other girls, and the other girl, I was pretty much in her inbox for years on Facebook. So that wasn't the girl that came up to me though. So it was 3 of them all together. So long story short, I ended up taking the other one on a date or whatever, because I didn't think that me and Tanisha had anything going for real, And then the other friend found out and was like, "No, I ain't mess with you. My friend Tanisha trying to talk to you." So that's what happened. Me and Tanisha ain't really had no full conversation or nothing like that. But I will admit I wasn't wrong in that situation. You live and you learn.
Okay. All right. And then last for you, Lance. Lance, I'm sorry. The viewers felt like when you were discussing what would your ex say, what is something bad that your ex will say about you? You just said doing chores.
Yeah.
Right. So we got your ex here. She gonna tell the truth? You gonna go get the ex? You gonna get the ex?
Figure her out.
You all right?
Wait, what?
I was gonna say, wow.
Okay.
That boy heart dropped.
They get real messy.
Like that.
Wait, Boy, get some of his mind back there too.
Lord,
Okay.
G.
Anyway, would you hold this back?
I
We
will
just
admit-
playing, y'all. We just playing. Would you
I
hold it
will
back?
admit, maybe I am a little addicted to sex. You know what I'm saying? I do need to get some counseling with just being addicted to
You
sex.
don't need no
And,
counseling.
I kind of got to wonder.
Wait, why y'all laughing at him? Let him
You was a man.
I'm working on myself. I'm working on myself.
Oh, what you mean, like with one woman? Or
Yeah, I'm
like
trying
just
to, you know, I know
stray?
that's the
You
right
stray a
thing to
lot.
do. Huh?
You say you stray a lot?
What you mean? What you mean by that?
Like you cheat a lot? That's what you mean by being addicted?
I think
just
that I'm
can't
at
tell
the
them you
mature, I've matured enough at this point to where like I know I'm not gonna get in a relationship if I'm a cheat. You know, I have cheated in the past. I will.
That's real. I preach that all the time, even to my partners. Like, I'm a real man, so it's like I feel like you should stand on business. You know what I'm saying? If you dealing with a woman and you know she want a monogamous relationship, man, either give her that or let her be. You know what I'm saying? That's real. You know what I'm saying? All that manipulation and shit and wanting your cake and eating it too at the expense of somebody else's heartbreak, that ain't real. It ain't player. If you a real man, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might lose that girl, but if you ain't ready, you ain't ready. That's on you. So that's G. That's commendable. I respect that for sure because I live by the same thing. I'm not gonna be with you if I feel like I'm gonna fuck around, and if I'm gonna be with you, I'm not gonna fuck around if that's what we agreed to because I'm a man of my word.
I have cheated in the past, but I feel like in the future, you know, if you got enough character to change yourself, I feel like if you don't get in a relationship, you shouldn't cheat. You know, so that's just my outlook on it now.
Do you just think you just want 2 girlfriends?
I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but
That's what I'm saying.
But
Why
ain't
you just
nobody
don't
trying
say
to,
you just want
but
2
realistically,
girlfriends?
ain't no woman trying to share. If
Yeah,
you really,
bro,
if you really like that, a woman ain't trying to share.
Yeah, they will. If you taking care of the
From my
house,
experience,
bro, they will share you.
From my experience, no, it ain't
Yes,
working
they
like that.
will, bro. They sharing you unwillingly anyway.
Oh God.
Oh wow.
They sharing you unwillingly anyway. How you gonna say that they won't share you willingly and you taking care
That's two
of
different
both of
things.
them?
Willingly and unwillingly is two different
Just
things.
tell them. They already.
I mean, there is a community, there is a space for people who practice polygamy. It is a real thing, especially around the world. You know what I'm saying? So he right. There are women that would do that, but it ain't that easy to find that. So I also get what bruh's saying. But for the most part, especially here in the States, they ain't going for that. You do have couples, you know, it's becoming more common now, but it is different strokes for different folks. It's somebody for everybody out there.
What's going on anyway?
I
They
ain't got
probably
nothing to
just
say.
waiting on you to say it.
You know, I just
Most
don't.
women know that they man messing with another woman.
Oh Lord.
And
They
even,
That don't mean they okay with it.
They okay
Exactly.
They
with
don't
it.
know that
They
does not mean they okay
with
with
it as
it.
long as, for one, she ain't calling my phone. For two, she ain't beating my door
No.
down. For three, I don't
I
know who
disagree.
she is
No,
or whatever else is
no.
going on.
Now
No, that's so not
now
true.
you
A
got
woman
you
who
okay
knows
with
her
your woman
man-
having a double life too?
No, because she's not me. I'm
Oh,
a
wow.
man and she's a woman.
my
And we
God.
live by different rules on this planet Earth.
Oh.
Trouble.
That's true.
And if you say that we
That's
don't,
true.
then when you go home and you got a daughter and a son, tell them to go by the same rules. I guarantee you don't tell your daughter she live by the same rules. You want to know
Well,
why?
I actually have
It's
2
not.
boys, so I don't worry
You
about that.
would never
first of
tell
all.
your boys that they can do the same things that
No,
a
I'm
girl.
not. But
Exactly.
for you
Why
to
not?
think that it's okay,
But you just said
the
we live by
stuff
the
that's
same
coming
rules.
out your mouth is crazy to me. That's all I'm saying.
It's only crazy to you because of the
It
world
is
that you
crazy,
live
and
in.
I do agree with her. Where you saying you're possessive, like I want to see the type of woman that you have dated. Like I'm
The
sorry,
type of women that
I
I
don't
date,
feel like you have dated a dominant woman. Because me personally, the way you
dominant
talking back
women,
her,
I would have been got rid of a dominant woman thinking she gonna tell me
yeah,
what to
that's
do.
and I would have
I'm
been.
kidding.
I ain't gonna lie, that you cooked. Like you cooked if you think any masculine man gonna turn around and tell you, man, I just, you know, I can't wait to get that dominant woman. I can't wait to have that dominant motherfucker. Like, hey, that's not what we want. I don't know how many times we gotta tell y'all. We just like feminine women. I don't want no female coming around me thinking she need to be dominant. You know what I'm saying? Be respectful, be feminine, and I'm gonna give you the world. Simple as that. That dominant shit, that's out the window. I don't know why she even said that. Like that was what men want.
Of
But I
anything.
would have been got rid of you with
But
the type of
I get a
attitude you
soft,
got.
feminine woman that ain't gonna talk
You-
back to me every
yeah,
time she get
I
attitude.
know, with low self-esteem,
Exactly.
and that want to
Well,
be
then
with
keep
you.
paying your own rent.
I know, and I love it.
And pay your
I
own.
love it.
Fine.
I love
The
it.
women that
In
are
a
soft,
bag,
that
I'm
don't
married
talk
with
back,
it
you
and
know
do
what they
it.
doing? They living wonderful
With my
lives.
own, and I live wonderful, free, single,
And going
house,
to work
car,
every day.
and it doesn't matter. And working my businesses too. I love what I do. So you saying work a job, that's nothing to me. I'm a woman that definitely stumps her feet. So you saying something about a job, that's nothing to me. Right now, at this point, I have 3 jobs. So the way you talk and saying something about women being single, I'm okay with that.
That's fine.
I'm okay with that.
Ain't nobody wrong. Ain't nobody getting mad at y'all for being single.
No, I'm
we
not
just telling you why you are.
Right, but why
are you single?
Uh-oh,
Because I need to
trouble.
know this.
I'm single because that ain't even that. It's like I got my picks, but it's like ain't nothing really to pick for real right now. If I wanted a girlfriend and I really just wanted to pick any, you could be my girlfriend. You could be my girlfriend. You could be
So
my
you trying
girlfriend.
to be in a polygamous relationship?
Yeah, so he basically saying like, and for most men, especially if you any type of decent at all, we can get a girlfriend today, tomorrow. A lot of us, we can get married tomorrow, next week, next month, because we pick that. We decide relationships. You know, women decide who gonna get the sex, and men decide who gonna get the relationships, who gonna get the ring. So he basically saying, I can have a girlfriend tomorrow, but it ain't too many good picks out here, because most of the time the good women are off the market because they're good women. So he's saying the dating pool trash. It's a lot of bullshit out here. I could get a girlfriend tomorrow, but that don't mean she's gonna be of quality.
So you,
I'm at the
like
point
how-
right
So
now.
you're
Money.
the catch.
I'm money. Yeah, I'm definitely the catch.
Oh, okay.
Especially
All
in
right.
my age bracket.
Praise God.
So let me say this.
Wow.
How many PlayStations have you brought?
I done bought a lot of them, and Xboxes, and
Yeah.
GameCubes, and Wii's, all types
Because
of
you mentioned that with a passion.
Man, look, it's something that we all done went through. We all just don't speak on it.
Speak on
We
it.
all done dated women with kids, and we all done got the short end of the stick. It's just we all deal with it in different ways. Some of us speak out on it, some of us don't. They always get the bigger end
Some
of
of
the
the
stick.
stuff that you
Please let
said,
him
I
talk,
feel
let
like
him
you
talk.
talking out of hurt.
Go
That's
ahead.
just me.
Go
I'm
ahead.
talking out of hurt. You see that these
Well,
men
that's
ain't
just what
disagreeing.
I think.
Then why don't one man disagree with it?
Because you're the only person talking, really,
Do
to be
any
honest.
man disagree with what I have said so far? Speak now. If you do, it's fine.
Hey, don't put me in this.
No, I'm for real. I said any
Hey,
man.
Because I need to hear
I'm
this.
staying out the way.
Hey, I'm staying out of
I'm
this
staying
one.
out the way. I'm staying out the way on that.
You
So
know,
yeah, some of it
If-
is legit.
If I'm honest,
I'm ready for this.
I'm with him, but I'm not with him. Let me tell you why I'm with him. Some of the things that he's saying makes sense, but I think that when you get with the right woman, you guys communicate, then everything can go the way he's saying.
Love it.
So like I think he's referring to a submissive woman. And I think that you have to communicate with the woman on a certain level to find out if she is submissive, and then he'll get everything he's talking about. But he's not dealing with submissive women. He's just dealing with, I don't know, because
I'm dealing with women that's manipulative. Like women
he dealing with the wrong
nowadays, they
kinds.
only want to be submissive when it fits them. They'll be submissive when we going on trips and when I'm paying the rent and whenever their car break down, I'm getting it fixed and whenever everything else is going good. When I tell you don't go to the club, it's a problem.
Yeah, that's a huge problem. I'm not gonna lie. If you have that dynamic where you taking care of everything and she's soft and feminine because she's benefiting from it, but the minute you tell her you put your foot down on something that you not fucking with, that she don't want to do, now you ain't no longer submissive, then you got to step. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not finna be this right foot in, right foot out situation if I'm giving you my resources and I'm protecting you and providing for you. Whereas I lay my life down for you if I got to. So if I tell you, you don't need to be going to the club this much, you don't need to be drinking this much, you don't need to be out late at night, and your rebuttal is, I'm gonna do what I want to do, or I don't feel like I have to do that, you being controlling, bet. You know, do your own thing. You could be single. You can go on about your way. We can go our separate ways. So I agree with him on that.
Whenever you want to be. Whenever I tell you to do something you don't want to do, now you're no longer submissive. That's not going for me. It's not going for me.
I can't lie to you.
Yeah, because it's not a good deal. It's not a good deal. I'm not finna take care of something that I don't have, you know what I'm saying, some form of control over. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be super controlling to a woman, but she got to respect that authority. You know what I'm saying? If you're taking care of something, you have a certain amount of authority over it. You feel me? And it just come down to respect too. It ain't even about controlling and having authority per se. It's a respect thing for the person that's going out their way, providing and protecting and loving you. And we big on respect as men.
He got some truth in there.
That's true. That's true.
I'm gonna keep it a book
He ain't saying shit wrong with that.
but what I noticed, I'm noticing that more so in the generation that came before me, the 30 and down. The ones that's around my age and up, they're a little better. But you know, them young ones, they've been having the little issues, you know. They do all of it, and then no offense, baby, but it's too much of the snapbacks of the hands and all that extra. But like you said, when you're doing for them, everything good. But
Too much
so
talking back.
I might be with you on this a little bit.
They're not letting us lead.
Yeah,
We
it's
need
kinda,
to be able to lead, but how can I lead a woman who every time I say something, she got something to say back? So you get in a relationship with a man who you feel like gonna do better by you and get you in a better place in life, but you don't want to listen to him. Why are you with him then?
I can't listen to a man or be led by a man that's gonna lead me into darkness. If
That's
I
right.
see
Again, he just said, why are you with him? If you with somebody who you feel like is going to lead you into darkness, why did you pick him? Why are you dating him? Shouldn't you be with somebody who you feel is going to lead you into the light? That don't even make sense. So that's a you problem. That's a flaw off the rip. Why would you be with somebody who you don't deem as a leader?
rip that you finna lead me into some BS,
Then get
I'm
away
not. Then
from
now
me.
let me take the reins. I'm gonna have to take the reins to be masculine. Don't no woman
Oh,
wants to be
hell no.
masculine.
Well, pick better
hold on.
men to date.
Listen,
What?
no women wants to be masculine. We
Well,
all
pick.
desire to be in our femininity. You know, we want a man to be able to be a provider, but you know, like you just said, it's different strokes for different folks. So, you know, and just like you said, you gotta have that communication with whoever you with. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, let me ask
I
you a
feel like
question.
it's boundaries to everything you're saying. And I don't disagree with nothing you said. I definitely do agree with you to a certain standpoint. But on the women's side of it, because personally, I want to be submissive to my man. If I can see that my man gonna lead me to greatness and we can lead and be a partners, because ultimately I want a husband. That's a partnership.
Okay.
If I feel like that I can trust you and you can lead to me and we can do something, then that's gonna be beautiful. But if I see you on some BS or you doing something you don't got nothing to do, then it's like, nah. Baby, I might have to take the reins on this one. Not saying all the time, but if I see you doing something, I gotta
I feel like that's their fault.
steer the boat.
I do got one question.
They pick them.
Well, I
You
know
got your pick of the litter.
a lot of women and men, we all go through things, and that can kind of dictate our next relationships, right? Do you give that man a fresh space to be able to lead?
I feel personally, I'd like to give, you know, I'm an Aquarius. I love people just expressing themselves and being them, being true to yourself. So I'm always gonna give anybody the benefit of the doubt when I first meet you. Let me give you a chance to see what you're gonna do on your own. But now if it gets to the point like, all right, I didn't see what you did. All right, this is good here, but this needs some work. Then a conversation either needs to be had on what we can do to be better. But if it's not going in that way, then we just need to separate ways. I'm not one of the people that's gonna stay with somebody that's not making me happy. If we didn't have one too many conversations about the same thing, you continuously just doing the same thing. Vice versa, it could be something I'm doing the same thing, and we had.
Now, I do agree with her on that. If we done had the same conversation 1,000 times and ain't nothing getting corrected, we just gonna have to move on eventually. I might love you to death, but if we having the same conversation over and over, I'm sounding like a broken record and you not fixing the issue, or you not trying to work to actually fix the issue for real, then we got to go our separate ways. You forcing my hand at this point.
Multiple conversations, or then it's like, yeah, if it's not working, we can't come to agreement, then cool, part ways. But if
So
something that's able
I got
to,
a question.
yes,
Shout out to you. I'm Aquarius too.
we the best, the best sign.
So do a man have to earn you being feminine?
I don't think so. No, let me tell you why. It's all about energy for me. I'm really big on energy. Like I know off rip, just talk off of one conversation, who I can just automatically like, all right, this is gonna be a person I could just submit to and I can listen and let him lead and do his big one. But some people, just like with females, you come to, who gonna be the ones gonna be outside like, hey, outside, or you know who gonna be the ones gonna be like, oh, this is gonna be a person I'm able to communicate with. This is gonna be a person I'm able to build with. This is the person I'm gonna be able to do that with. I feel like off the initial interactions with people, you should automatically know, like from the point time you step into a room.
You don't automatically know. Yes, sometimes you can kind of get an idea when you first meet somebody, a sort of an idea based off of how they moving, but some people do move different from being single versus being in relationships. So to an extent, she do got a point to an extent, but it's not guaranteed that you know this for sure. It's not guaranteed.
And have that first initial conversation with somebody, you should already know.
Or do you choose? So do you choose? You
That
pick and
shit can be
choose
false.
depending on who you're dealing with.
What you mean? Can you be specific on what you
So
mean?
if you're
by
dealing
picking and
with,
choosing?
depending on the man that you're dealing with, you're like, I got to be a little more masculine with him.
No.
Or I can be feminine and I could just be soft with him.
Well,
is that
I think that's also depending on the women. Personally, for me, like I said,
Nah, you should always be feminine. If you feel like that, like, just remove yourself from the situation if you feel like you got to be more masculine. Because me as a man, I don't care what the situation is. I'm never gonna be like, yo, you know, I could be more feminine with her. I'm never gonna say that. I'm always gonna be masculine. I'm always gonna be a man. Now, whether you get with the program or not, that's on you. Then I'm gonna move accordingly. But I'm always gonna be a man. So as women, y'all should always be women. You should always be feminine. And if you feel like you can't be feminine around a certain person, then just remove yourself from that situation and go be with somebody that you can. But at all times, you should always feel like a woman. You ain't gonna never hear a real man say, I'm kind of masculine sometimes, but it depends on the woman. Nah, that ain't happening.
to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Like, I'm just going to be me 100% all the time. I'm going to give everybody the same version of me. Some people may not like it. Some people may like it. It's up to you to decide if you want to do with me or not, and vice versa. Now, if I'm just being 100% myself and giving that to you, then whatever you do with that's whatever you do to it. But I'm a reciprocator. As women, we're reciprocators. I'm going to reciprocate whatever my man is doing or giving me, respectfully.
That ain't all the time.
You not, if you giving me hard times and problems, nah, baby, like, goddamn, I'm tired of you being in my goddamn face. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be quiet.
But I just think as women, we're reciprocators. Like, if I know my man paying the bills, he making sure I'm good. We don't get into no arguments. It's good. I ain't got no issues. Yes, baby, you can have everything you want in the world. Now, if it's some things going on maybe my end or their end, and it just ain't adding up, then maybe it's like I said, a conversation is to be had. But
So let's progress. Let's get off of this and progress. David, how you doing?
We was getting deep.
I had
I'm
so many
great.
questions.
I am
I got to
great.
progress.
Hey, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all feel like women of today just not that submissive? Do y'all feel like men aren't men? If y'all the ladies watching this video and y'all checking it out right now, y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comments. Raw Reality Mindset. You already know Juan Ramon. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all the support. I'm going to keep telling y'all that. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate y'all subscribing, engaging with the content. I'm going to keep it coming for y'all. Raw Reality Mindset. Y'all have a great day. We out. Gang.
Gave you the real, but it's like you can't take the real of me. Don't bring them bad vibes, don't need you killing my energy. Can't fuck with you if you a fuck nigga, ain't feeling me. She try to ride a nigga way to the filigree. Can't trust her soul, no, I can't fuck with none of my